Today, we're talking about a man who was once homeless, sleeping in subway stations abandoned by his wife, yet he still became a millionaire. I'm talking about Chris Gardner. He had just $22 in his pocket, no home, and a baby in his arms. But he refused to give up. This is the true story of Chris Gardner, the man behind The Pursuit of Happiness. He had already survived and overcome cycles that destroyed others, poverty, fear, abuse. But in the early 1980s, life tested him again. He became a working homeless veteran, the toddler son. 2 decisions he made would carry him through the darkest chapter of his life. The first decision he made was that his children would always know who their father was, without knowing the names. Chris had no role model, no blueprint, but he made a conscious decision to break every toxic cycle he was born into: abandonment, violence, alcoholism, illiteracy, poverty. The second decision he made was that he will become world-class at whatever he does. With nothing but determination, Chris entered the financial world, Wall Street. By day, he worked an unpaid internship at a brokerage firm. By night, he and his son searched for shelter, sometimes sleeping in subway toilet. Chris took the exam to obtain his license as a stockbroker in 1982. He passed and managed to get a stable job with a much better salary. Now he was able to pay rent. Chris went on to spend over 30 years in the financial services industry. Chris had gone from being an apprentice with nowhere to sleep to being a respected stockbroker. He was even offered a chance to work on Wall Street in New York and lived in that city for 2 years before moving to Chicago and starting Gardner Rich & Co., his own company, with an initial investment of $10,000 in 1987, and in his own words, "I wouldn't trade a day of it for anything in the world, but I'd never go back." Now, a big part